Good Day Collective. I hope all of y'all are doing well. Happy Sunday. It's your girl, Sadie Rose, coming to you with the word of the day. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Thank you to the ancestors for channeling this message with me, through me. Thank you to the ancestors for walking with me, alongside me through this thing we call life. I thank my ancestors for lifting me up out of situations where I need my extra push to get through. Y'all. Today's message is I trust God. It's really a very simple statement, but yet so many of us struggle with this relationship. Like, seriously struggle. A lot of us do. I mean, there are a lot of people that don't even believe that God exists, that a creator of all of this, of all of us, doesn't exist. And God has been like really kind of reduced down to, like some people make it like fairy tales or story time or a concept really far away, really, really far away, really distant from everyday life. But the thing is, y'all, God is within each of us, like intimately. He is always there. And he's always loving you and supporting you and guiding you, even if you don't even acknowledge that he's there. Even if you don't reciprocate the love that he's trying to give you. Even if he's navigating and laying out the chart of your life for your highest good, for your greatest purpose, even if you can't see it. A lot of us can't even see it. So he's there even if you can't see it, even if you won't acknowledge it, even if you won't acknowledge your love for him or for the love that he has for you. He will always be there, loving you unconditionally and always waiting for the moment that you have a moment of clarity and that you will trust him. If not for God and my trust for God, I would not be alive right now. There have been so many situations that have happened in my life, not just recently, my entire life. If I had not said, God, I trust you, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't be alive. I've had guns held to my head, and I knew I was going to die in botched robberies, and I listened to God, and I trusted God. That's why I'm alive. Opportunities would have been missed if I had not trusted the flow and trusted God. And even though I didn't know what was on the other side of my choice, because every day we have a chance and a choice, then I would have never been wearing the sweater right now, Chicago College of Law. I wouldn't be an attorney, because by all means I was supposed to have failed. Having a toddler and being pregnant with my second daughter going into my first year of law school. But God was walking with me and I trusted God. God told me that that was my path. And even though I didn't understand how I could possibly be successful in that situation, going into law school as a single mother like that, and I knew it was going to be tremendously hard, I still kept going because God told me to trust him. I could not see a way, but he did. So I trusted him and I listened. Trust God now. I'm at another point in my life where I don't know what the next step is, but I do know who God wants me to be. I have clarity with who God wants me to be. And like, I have trust in God's timing. I only just trust who God tells me I am to him, which is his baby girl. I am God's baby girl. He loves me just that deeply. But I trust his timing every step of the way, including making these messages. Y'all, I've had moments where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I making these messages? I mean, I know I'm revving up my creative. I know the practical. I'm revving up my juices to start writing, y'all, because I used to be writing all the time. Getting ready to write again, to be in my creative, to be this businesswoman, to be this spiritual healer, to be this spiritual practitioner, to be this family woman, to be your friend, to be friend to so many. But still, I have my moments when I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I'm being led to do it. I'm doing this because it feels good to do it. I'm doing this because it's in alignment with who I am, for my greatest good, for my highest purpose. I'm doing this because God is directing me to do it. And I'm doing it on God's timing, even though the timing doesn't make sense to me. And I don't have a clear idea or picture of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. But I got to trust the process, and I got to trust the flow. I got to trust the flow of it. I trust that even when I fail, God will catch me. I trust that even when everything falls around me to clear, to make way for the new, that God will be there for me in taking risk. Because we can't step into our new identities and who we're supposed to be if we don't take risk and step into that discomfort versus what we know and what we can rely on. We have to rely on him, not on our own learnings, even though we certainly should be wise. We have to trust in God's vision for our lives because he can see the totality, while we see this moment in this timeline from this perspective. That's why you have a higher self. That's why you are a higher being. You're a higher being being tapped into the divine knowledge of the Most High God. I trust God because I love God. I love God tremendously. My relationship with God is my number one priority. My love for God makes me happy. And God's love for me makes me feel warm, makes me feel wanted, makes me feel understood, makes me feel seen, makes me feel safe, makes me feel at ease, makes me feel comforted, makes me feel satisfied, makes me feel courageous, makes me feel strong, makes me feel proud of who I am as a spiritual being and goddess, made in the image of my Father. I trust God with everything within me because I am him, a beautiful creation of him, and I will make him proud. All praise to the Most High